am so sorry. This is Scrappy Kathy, and this is starting over in the middle of the process. I knew I had a class today, so I wanted to get the video done before class started. So I got up bright and early and got things ready and started the video, and then just got an alarm reminding me of the class. So I forgot it's not an alarm I usually have on. So I apologize for the fact that the video it got interrupted. I have this is the original. It's a Natalie D'Souza quarantine themed layout for Simple Stories. And she's got a tag cluster there, a couple of banners, looks like a 7-inch and 5-inch division on the page, a cluster down here where her title is, and lots of word strips and small embellishments around there. So that's kind of where I'm headed. And I wish I had a lined paper like she has, because I have gotten my foam letters on here crooked. From sitting down, they looked fine. When I stood up to take care of the video issue, I could see that they weren't right. So what I may do is I may fix those later. I may line those up later. So what I did here was I used the story behind the photo. We have big family brunches sometimes when the whole family's around. And one time Katie asked if she could help, and my experience with the kids helping was that they'd hang around and get distracted, and there wasn't a lot of help involved, but it was great having them around. So she decided I had this cut fruit, and normally I would dump it in a plate or maybe divide it up and people could just pull it out and put it on. She decided to arrange it as though it were a fruit pie. So there's apple and kiwi and strawberries and blackberries there, and she sprinkled a little powdered sugar. So it was just a very sweet kind of thing for her to do, and also it was a great presentation of what is usually a pretty casual meal. So that's just one of those everyday moments that we've had the good fortune to enjoy living with the James and the kids. So it was just one of those things that I thought I'd like to highlight. And since it was brunch, I thought I'd do a sunshine. And since I'm doing monochrome, the sunshine had to be white, black, or red, and I'm just thinking a black sunshine might not work. So I kind of got started with this down here. I brushed some Distress Oxide through a stencil, and what I used was candied apple and this little stencil to get these dots see that there. And I have a whole tray of various and sundry red things, including I have these, the sequin mix from Spiegel Mom Scraps that's called Strawberry Shake, and there are little tiny strawberries in there, and they are red and white, so I can put some strawberries on this layout. And I took a couple of strips, including this family and this. Oh, you know what? That would be cute there. I was thinking maybe I'd do some journaling here, but I think I won't. I think I will put that strip there. So I'm gonna sit down and try to get this done without any more interruption. I have all kinds of red and black and white things, including it's perfect for my ladybug flare that was just released yesterday in the July release at Dottie About Flare. I'm gonna bring it over here and then I can do some embellishing. The instability of this is bothering me, so I'm gonna see if I can build a stack of foam that will support it. I have both of the banners are on foam and they overlap each other but not wholly or fully, or however I should say that. Let's see, let's kind of stick that under there and press down, and that will hold it across there, and then I can embellish on top of here if I want to, and of course I probably will. I fussy cut this red flower with an idea that I might use it just kind of peeking out of somewhere. I think I'll use it there where it doesn't hardly show, because the way I had to fussy cut it, it left it not terribly attractive. I'm going to layer the other piece kind of right there behind it, which gives it a little more personality. And I'm going to use one of my flares. I'm going to use this camera piece. And my title is going to be One Sweet Family. And like I said, I was going to do this off camera, but this is bothering me. I'm going to actually do a line and do it the way it's supposed to be done. I guess this goes here. I think there's room for that there. And then I kind of want a little embellishment, maybe a black heart that will kind of bridge this juncture here. There, you can still tell that's a camera. I've got this word love that was cut off of something else, and I thought if I tucked it under, you couldn't tell that it was cut off unevenly. Maybe right. How about here? I'm determined to use it because it's one of those things that's been bouncing around for a while. And I have an opportunity to use it. It hasn't been the right color or the right size or whatever. So I could do this and then something right there. Okay, I think that's gonna work. And just so it moves around and I can place it a bit, I'll use this wet glue. Kind of slide it under. Maybe like that. And then I've got this little heart that could go there. It's a chipboard heart that came from just a set of older supplies that the kids got their hands on from the mother of one of Katie's friends. I've got this little guy right there. There's something else needs to go there. I'm going to wait till that is I'm going to wait till that's dry. I'm going to put this in here, and I'll finish with that family down there. That's probably bothering some of you. I'm going to do this right here. So it kind of goes along with the little banner-y thing we have going on there. Let's see, I've got, and already I can see that I've put this on wrong. So it's a good thing the alarm sounded, because I'd have gone along doing this layout all wonky and not realized it till afterwards. Yeah, which is when I'm going to fix it anyway. But so I think I said in the earlier video when I started that the writing on these red letters was pink, so as to, since there's a monochromatic rule at the Mind the Scrap Summer Challenge this week, I traced over it with white, and I did the same on this A Day in the Life. So if it looks weird to you, there's a reason for that. Okay, I thought this could go right there. That's the Katie Bug Ladybug. Okay, now I'm just going to start kind of seeing what fits where. I like this little circle with a star because it's one of the elements she has, and it's kind of cute, and I die cut it out of white so it can kind of go right there on that red, and it's kind of in the same place, not exactly the same place. Hers is more down here, but I wanted mine on red, on that red background. I've got this thing that says "Be kind," and I don't know that I need those words, but I wouldn't mind having that color in here. I suppose it could go right there. Let's do that. Just a little touch of red here behind this black and white. Okay, so I don't mind using things just for color. This is kind of a different red. I'm going to kind of layer it up. With some other hearts, and hope it doesn't, and my idea is to kind of run it down the side here, so there will be some white on white going on. Maybe something like that. Okay, let me get a bit of foam, and kind of, that should hold those together. Got that. And now I'm just going to kind of look for, I always keep my calendar or my planner books. There's some little clear stickers in here that are kind of cute. And a couple little red arrows. That has something like a piece of thread. Another, okay, there it is. There's this red and white sticker thing here, which I suppose could go under there and maybe be a good bed for this red and white heart flare. That would be a good place for that, I think. They're all different kinds and shades of red in here. I'm going to put this off to the side, and then I'm going to put a red star there. Okay, now I've got some black and white stickers here. There's this little one that has the heart, and I thought it might be cute. If I do that, that covers up that one pattern paper almost exclusively, almost entirely. So let me put it there. And I think there was something else. Okay, there's another banner shaped sticker here, which could, it might be cute, kind of tucked under there. Nope, I'm not liking it. I think we'll keep the banners over here. Wish I hadn't stapled right there. Maybe I do it right here. It just looks like another layer of banner. Not that that's absolutely essential, but I've got these little red stars, chipboard stars that are from the same set of chip as this heart. And I'm not loving that heart there. I think I'm going to put this white one there. And then I'll layer it with one of these little guys. Okay, so I'll put this here. And maybe I'll put this off to the side, and then I can put a small embellishment there. So let's pick the right shape for this. Maybe there. And then I want to repeat these in a few places. So kind of tucked in there. And yes, it's a different color red than I have been using. Let's see. Maybe there as an additional heart in that chain. I'm going to put a little tiny one over here by this star. I'm going to start looking for word strips, because we have a good place for a word strip there, and some coming here overlapping that rose. And I'm going to skip that. I have a lot of these little tiny things and some bling. I don't think I'm going to use the washi tape for anything, but I have this Dilutions book that has some hand-drawn things, but it also has some little word strips. Let's see. Ooh, there's some borders. I forgot about the borders. Okay, there's one that's a lot of these are snarky, and those aren't necessarily what I'm looking for. And where did they go now? Okay, here. There's Just Be is kind of cute. I like that. And, well, actually, let's do Cheers. I like the Cheers one. And I'm having trouble peeling them up because they're not new. And these aren't straight word strips, so they're not going to have the same effect as in Natalie's original, but Cheers there, and then Keep It Real is kind of cute. Eat the Cake. That's the one I saw when I thumbed through here a while ago. I knew there was one that kind of... And I thought I would put it right here. Well, I need to be sure that I can read it. So I'm going to do it this way. Okay. Now, I'm going to add the little touches. I have some of these little water droplet things. I used purple ones yesterday, and I found some red ones in the same, came in the same little bucket. I'm gonna do one of these kind of over here with the ink bubbles, if you will, And I'm going to add another bubble. I have one red enamel dot. So I'm going to put it maybe right here. And let's see. I thought I might do another one of these little dots up here. There we go. And another one maybe right there. I like trying these on different backgrounds. They look a little bit different, but these kind of just give you that nice glassy, bubbly kind of look wherever you put them. So I'm going to put one here. And this one, maybe I'll put, there needs to be something right in there. And you can still read what that says, but there's more of a eye-pleasing, triangle-y sort of thing going on there. Okay, so now all that's left is to put the strawberries on, and I'm gonna have to dig for those. Let me kind of, not here, I'm gonna get 3. Okay, 1, 2, okay, there's 1. And I want to put them on with some red, really red little sequins. So I'll take 3 of those, and some little white ones. So I'll get 3 of those. Okay, the rest of these can get put away or pushed aside. So now let me get my tweezers. Get these. I'm going to put a little strawberry right here by this dot. And I'm going to add a little bright red sequin kind of down here by the heart. And I'll take a white one, maybe layer it. Well, where do I want the white one? Maybe we'll do it right here on the T. Okay, so that cluster I think is done. Let's come up here and I'll put a strawberry kind of right, well, maybe right down by that O on love. And I'll have it kind of pointing off in that direction. And then I'll put a white sequin here. And a shiny red one right down here, kind of out in the white field. Okay, and I know on the original there was a cluster here, and a cluster here and there. So I didn't do one here because I have this overlapping, and to be honest, I just didn't leave myself room. So I'm adding this one that isn't in Natalie's original. So let me come over here, and I'm going to put a strawberry, kind of, where would it look good? How about here? Kind of off by itself. Okay, that's a good angle for it. And I've got a couple white ones over here. I'm gonna do a white sequin maybe right there on the edge, and that probably won't ever show up in a photograph I take because I always cut the edges off. I have to get a wide format scanner, I guess, one of these days. Because as it's not likely that I'll develop any steadier hand at taking photographs. A steadier hand is probably not in my future. Okay, and I have this extra little white one. Where does that one want to go? Maybe right up here. Just a little tiny bit of stuff. I thought about doing some ink splatters, but I think I'm gonna leave it kind of clean, and I'm gonna call it done. I do have this little red bling, but I'm thinking we have enough little blingy bits around. I have these other hearts. I can put those back in the bin, I think. So I think we're done, and I'm happy with it. So let me pull the original back for you. Quarantine page, not a quarantine page. So I love this. It's really beautifully done, and it's a good showcase for that quarantine related collection. But I was going in a different way, and I am going to straighten that out. The family is okay here, but the suite is bothering me. So, and I'm going to add stitching. I have torn paper. It's monochrome. I've used a stencil. There's one in the title. All I have left is stitching, and I thought I might do the stitching kind of along here where the black paper joins the red. To be honest, that's kind of why I did that, just to provide a stitching line. So I'll probably try to figure out some way to stick that in there, just so that I don't throw it away. I'll do that now. I don't want to throw it away, and I would never use it, you know, for the word. Okay, I've got, but it does add a nice little bit of color there. Okay, and I have this tiny little white star that came out of that when I die cut it, so I'm gonna add it over here. Okay, I'm done. I could like sit here all day and add stuff, and you know that about me. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next Sunday for Scrap Squad Sunday. Bye.